Howdy folks, thanks for stopping by. Today I'm going to talk about Anamorph by Teletone Audio. This just came out last week, I believe. Some friends of mine on the Sinkhole Discord server were talking about it, and I wanted to check it out. It's an analog synth kind of hybrid modern tool calling back to 80s sounds. I'm a kid of the 80s. Yeah, I'm old. So I wanted to check it out. I'm going to do an actual walkthrough of all the sounds. For the first time, I literally just installed it. I don't know what it sounds like, so I figured I'd share that and let you see what it sounds like, give a walkthrough. So the way it works, you go to Anamorph at Teletone Audio and find Anamorph, you buy it, and then what you got to do is get the Pulse downloader. So if you don't have it, you'll download the Pulse downloader based on your operating system, and then you're going to get an email after you purchase it with a serial number. You'll put the serial number in Pulse, which will download it, and then you have to fire up native access and add the serial down here in the bottom left, and then it will install it. And then once that's done, you then have to I had to quit native access and come back, and then it recognized that it was installed, but you had to locate it right here where it says installed. It would say locate, and then go find the folder where you downloaded it, where you put it where you want it, and once you locate it, install it, and so boom, you're done. You're now installed, and that's a good thing. And then you fire up Logic, and it's a Native Instruments Contact instrument. It's not a standalone thing. You fire up Logic, you fire up Native Instruments Contact, and then you add Anamorph. So let's do this here. So when you fire up Contact, you have to scroll down, and you would think, hey, scroll alphabetically, find Anamorph. No, it's not in the A. So wait, it is, but kind of. It says Teletone Audio, but it's Anamorph. So let's fire that sucker up here. And it's got a bunch of patches. There's a lot of patches there. I'm going to try to just get through all of these in the video, just to give you a taste of it. Hopefully I don't get stuck in a rabbit hole somewhere. But let's take a look and see what this thing sounds like. Literally, it's the first time I'm hearing this. Very 80s. Let's look at these controls here. Little C major 7 chord. So that's just the mod wheel. What does the character wheel do here? Not much in this patch. Kind of boring here. A little more chorus or something. Of course, you got your standard ADSR, attack decay, sustain release, sub-frequency mix. A little more bass there. Age, what does that do? It's adding some age, like some wobble, some distortion, some age on the tape, perhaps like lo-fi stuff. So basically, it's got an old kind of lo-fi age characteristic, perfectly named, I guess. Okay, so those are the controls. Let's dive into the next patch. I'll go quicker now through the patches here. And if I find something I like, we'll stick with it. These with zero effects. This is just Anamorph by itself. Next. dated sound, but if you're shooting for the 80s, we definitely got it covered here. Interesting. So far, these are all sounding very samey to me. They're all sounding very samey to me. Holding down the notes. Let's do one note. Let's do D flat. Let's do a fifth. That's kind of cool. Let's do an open third triad. So D flat, A flat, and F. Interesting. So very fast arpeggio. Straight up organ. So right in the center of the screen here we got this arpeggiator button. So I turn that off. Turn it back on. Got your octave settings here. So some straight up arpeggio patterns. You got your choices here. Typical, just like straight and Logic arpeggiator stuff. What do you got? We got straight. We got, what's the D going to be? Not triplets. What's we got here? Let's just go 8 by itself. Now let's go 8th D versus 8th T. It's different tempos for your arpeggiator. Choose your octaves. 4. Let's go. So I'm going to play C triad in both hands. That's your 4 octaves there. Okay, I get it. I'm holding down the notes now, just sustained. Okay. That's not the arpeggiator. A lot of interesting stuff there. say, I'm not thoroughly impressed. These are basic analog sounds. I mean, I'm sure there's more you can do with the controls and such to get different sounds, but there's nothing that jumps out that says, wow, this is an amazing tool. I'm just being totally honest right now. Interesting. It's not what I was expecting. Quarter death, I was expecting big fat analog stuff. Okay, this arpeggiator. Let's turn that off. Okay, come on, Anamorph. Give me something I can really dig. It's kind of a keyboard sound from the 80s. You know, I'm finding it difficult to power through, and I've got a whole lot more patches to go through. But as a good soldier, I will power through and to give you the idea what this thing sounds like. Right now, I'm thinking, don't buy it. Unless you have a need for these specific sounds, I'm not impressed. Clavy, I always think of Stevie Wonder, E flat minor. No. Clavy airs airy clavy. Clavy not. That's a really crappy sounding clavy. Maybe that's why it's called a clavy knot. Cosine. I'm guessing it's sine waves. That's kind of cute. That's like the first kind of original or different sound I've heard from this whole thing. I mean, right now, this is basically the stock analog synths in Logic with the arpeggiator plugin. Okay, this is a font. The further I dig, the less I like this thing. You can see that being layered on something. I mean, you can kind of tell when you're messing around with patches, and the longer you stay playing with, the more possibilities it has. But still, not very impressed yet, folks. And this is obviously not sponsored. I'm just being honest. You're getting an honest reaction to this thing I just downloaded. And they're not trying to emulate existing synths. This is Anamorph, like analog morphing, analog modernization. I don't know. Okay, now I see that the mono's on. Maybe am I missing something here? Let's try it again. So I'm messing around with the obscure and the shadow. Maybe I just got to tweak these filters more. I don't really know. I mean, is the goal to start with a patch and then tweak it while you're playing it? You know, maybe, can I just turn the age up? Because maybe the age is what's killing me here. I mean, that sounds better. That's a stereo, nice, fun thing. But man, I mean, you're going to default this thing to middle-aged. Ah, I'm middle-aged. Maybe I could, I want one of these dials for me. Okay, maybe the patches will get better with the age turned down. Okay, fine. Another sequencer, nothing special. I mean, taking the age down to 0 certainly helps. I guess you got to just tweak these settings to get it to sound good. You would think the default patch settings would sound good from the beginning and not sound like, honestly, boring, average analog crap. Being honest, folks. So let me try to play with this one. I'm just going to hold a C major triad and see if I can make this sound better. So shadow is just a bunch of effects. Moving on, we're only in the D's. Oh, we're up to letter E now. Awesome. Echo Girl. What do you got, Echo Girl? Well, that could be used for some kind of cool stuff, maybe. If that's your thing. Elation. I'm thinking happy. Well, am I going to be happy? Hooray! I'm not happy. Fawn of a morning. Fits in the mix. What the heck mix is that going to fit in? Okay, let's get rid of this age stuff. Now we're getting somewhere. I got some stereo presence at least. man. Letter F. How many more of these things do I have? Oh my god, I got a whole lot of these things. Flugelwinds, as in flugelhorn. Okay, I had some fun with that, I guess. Forged flute. Dang it. I gotta figure out how to use this dang thing. Not the review I was hoping to give, but I'm not gonna BS anyone. I'm not really impressed with the Anamorph. You know what I'm gonna do? Let me go find the dang demo and see what they're showing on it.
You can connect it to both. And affect the EQ. So this will do something even with none of them checked. Controls from the interface. Maybe we should just hear as many sounds as we can with the time we have left.
Aging Hero. That's Aging Hero. Let's go back to Aging Hero and see what it sounds like when I play it. So let's mess around. See, now it sounds better because I now know to turn this age stuff off. Even when these things off, like he just said in the video, it still does something. Okay, so turn the age off to hear the full sounds. That's my preference. Let's go back to, we were on Flugel, I think. Flugel something. Forge flute. Let's look at fountain sounds. Just turn this age stuff off. Off. Go away. Stop. I mean, if you use the mod wheel, you can get some expression out of these things for sure. And I guess if you like tweaking and messing around to find the sound you want, like the old analog school guys did, maybe that's your thing. I don't know. Not me. I like tweaking, but I also like good presets. I'm not finding a lot of those right now. This is absolutely boring. A nice gentle touch. Yeah, it makes sense. That one fits. This is probably prickly and bright. Gliding light, not the soap opera. I have no idea where I would ever use that. Totally honest. Turn off the arpeggiator. Same. I have no idea where I'd use that. Gold panning. And this one has the age turned off by default. That's why it makes sounds a little more stereo, a little more interesting. Jupiter. Okay. Largest planet in the solar system. Legacy famous synthesizer. What are they going to give us? Good news, the arpeggiator's not on. Age is on. Let's see what they default to. No. I'm thinking big, powerful Jupiter analog synth. Or a big planet with a big spot in the middle of it, and we get this. Wow. Okay, age off. Wow, and mono off, because there's no wow for me. Boring. Little dusty. It's not even lo-fi, it's just maybe there's a reason they say, due to the nature of digital downloads, there are no refunds. Okay, I've gone through half the alphabet. How many patches are there? I'm going to count them real quick and be right back. Okay, it looks like there's 105. I might have miscounted. But let's dive back in and power through this. That's about as useful as the DX7 helicopter patch. The hell is that going to do for me? Good Lord, how many more of these do I have? That was perk. We're in the P's at least. Okay, I can see the end of the menu now. And I'm sure there are folks that make wonderful music with this tool. The demo sounds great. I guess, in hindsight, maybe not so much. But I'm not sure who the target audience is for this. As a kid of the 80s, I'm not really digging it. Come on. I'm sure there's practical uses somewhere. Something with sustain, that's kind of nice. Let's take the age off, turn the wow off. Let's turn the shadow all the way up, the character all the way up. Kind of a piano. I got a million pianos, so I don't need this one. Pitchy pressure. You could sense the frustration. This is not, I'm just not digging this. Can you tell? Pixelated. Age is off on that one too. Pizzicato tones. So pizzicato implies short strings. Arpeggiator on. Turn you off. Turn age off. Turn mono and wow off. Add the shadow, add some character. What do we get? I feel like I'm in purgatory right now. That's how I feel. And I'm not even drinking bourbon tonight. Good Lord. Reed piano implies piano and reed instruments. What are we going to get? It's an arpeggiator. It's kind of cool sounding. Yay! Something that sounds cool. I'm trying to think what I'd use this stuff for. I mean, I've got an album of classic analog 80s stuff out there, kind of a Stranger Things vibe. I guess I could use some of these in that if that's what you're going for. That could be layered with something, like another piano or something. Coming down the home stretch here, folks. Rule the world. took a while to load. Silk piano, what you got for me? That could definitely use for lo-fi. Layered with something. Okay, it's kind of interesting. Tack piano, I guess. This piano is electronic. I'll be the judge of that. We are thankfully nearing the end of the alphabet. Three-dimensional chess. Let's play that in F sharp. Nothing makes me think of chess. I love chess. Tokyo Sauna. Been there, been in one. Hot, steamy, expensive, kind of awkward. What do we got here? This I like. Let's add some character to it. I'm probably 100 patches in almost, and I finally found something I like. And that was, I mean, I guess I like it because it's, compared to the rest, it's better. Two roads diverge. This better sound like a freaking roads. Let's add something to that thing. Turn this stuff off. Add where the hell shadow is. Only about 10 or so more to go, folks. If you're still here, I commend you for your patience and or curiosity. Understate is a good word. Okay, Vintage EP. It's a very specific name. Fingers crossed. Just curious. Turn the age off. Wow and mono off. Add some shadow. Add some character. Waltzing. reached the last patch. Thank God. And of course, it's arpeggiator. Okay, you know what my take is. Anamorph. I'm bashing it because it doesn't fit my particular style. If you have a need for analog-ish sounding, semi-arpeggiating type things that you want to add to your analog 80s retro-ish arsenal, there's things you can do here. And the demo, I'm sure, sounded great on the website. It sounded good enough for me to dive in. I regret it. I'll try to find a way to use it just out of, morbid curiosity. But man, I just didn't dig this at all. And no one's paying me to say that. That's my honest opinion. The thing just came out. If you guys are watching at Anamorph, Teletone, I'm sorry. Giving an honest opinion. If I could, I'd return this, but I can't. It very clearly states that on the website, which I find interesting because it's the first purchase I made in maybe ever where it said, due to the nature of digital downloads, no refunds are available. Maybe you knew this thing isn't that great. I don't know. It's late. I'm tired. And this didn't sound very good to me. So that's my honest opinion. Take it for what it's worth. Who knows? You may love it, make great music with it. I hope you do. But I walked through every patch that's available. I think the thing that annoyed me the most is this age thing is turned on by default. I'd rather see it off so that you hear the full capabilities of the patch and not the crippled version, unless you're going for like a lo-fi thing or something. I don't know. Everyone has their own methodology. Can't win them all. I say it's a pass. You heard the patches. There's no demo I'm aware of. So go watch their promo. You watched mine. If you're still here, again, thank you for sticking around for so long. Go off and make something great, which you probably won't do with this tool. But have a great day. Go make something special.